NBA players who let themselves go. This is not a Disney movie, but these NBA players let it go. We of course mean the players included here have gone off the rails in terms of their weight. To play in the NBA, players generally have to be in great shape. This has become more and more true as the NBA has continued to open up the lanes and make the game have higher scoring and a faster pace. Some of these players lost discipline when they weren't playing. Some of these let themselves go while they were still playing. Before we get into it, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like and comment as well. Alright, let's get into it. Baron Davis. At one time in the 2000s, Baron Davis was one of the best point guards in the NBA. He made 2 All-Star teams, led the league in steals twice, and averaged more than 20 points per game in 3 different seasons. Davis may have been even better if he was playing right now. Davis was ahead of his time in chucking up a bunch of 3-pointers. He took nearly 9 per game in the 2003-2004 season, for instance. He took nearly 9 per game in the 2003-2004 season, for instance. His career derailed quickly though. At the age of 29, his playing took a severe decline. Davis signed a big contract with the Los Angeles Clippers and then got lazy. There's really no debating that. The images speak for themselves. Davis went from a 20-point scorer to 15 in his first season with the Clippers. He began to show weight gain at this time. In the 3rd year of his contract, the Clippers got fed up and traded the former star. Getting traded wasn't enough to motivate him, as his play continued to decline. He retired at age 32, showing clear signs of significant weight gain. It has been rumored he weighed as much as 45 pounds more than his listed playing weight. Derrick Coleman. One has to wonder how great Derrick Coleman would have been. It sure seems likely that he could have been an all-time great and maybe even an MVP if he cared to. The problem for Coleman was that he lacked the drive to do it. He was content being a good player. Coleman was taken number 1 overall after one of the best college careers for anyone in the 1980s. Coleman was the Rookie of the Year, putting up 18 points and 10 rebounds per game in his first season. He continued to be that level of player, but never improved. He was a 20-10 player for most of the 1990s, but his appearance showed him carrying extra weight. He never maximized his talent, and the teams he played for would tire of his attitude and lackadaisical approach. He never stayed with one team longer than 5 years. Towards the end, he really let himself go. Just look at the images from back then, and you'll see a dad bod on an NBA player. Antoine Walker. Not only did Antoine Walker eat his way out of the NBA, he also devoured more than $100 million in NBA earnings as he filed bankruptcy in 2010, just 2 years after his career ended at age 31. Walker was a sensational player during his prime with the Boston Celtics. He was named an All-Star 3 times and in one season averaged 23.4 points, 8.9 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. Crazy numbers. He got lazy though. His weight ballooned. He stopped attacking the rim like he used to and was content to just chuck up 3-pointer after 3-pointer despite a declining shooting percentage on them. Walker seems to have turned his life around following his bankruptcy, but appears to still be carrying extra weight. Lamar Odom. At one point in time, he had it all. He was paid like a king, played for the NBA champion Los Angeles Lakers, and was married to a Kardashian. His life derailment started when he was shocked and hurt by being traded to the Dallas Mavericks. He had spent 7 years for the Lakers and won 2 championships. The trade destroyed his motivation. He reportedly put on 40 pounds and stopped caring. His play declined as rapidly as any player ever has. His shot 35% with Dallas and saw his scoring average drop by more than 50%. His coach in Dallas, Rick Carlisle, even called him out in the press conference, once saying he has a long way to go in terms of his weight. Vin Baker. We saved the best for last in our opinion. Vin Baker might be the player most infamously tied to weight gain and letting himself go. Baker was a young star in the NBA. He quickly became the face of the Milwaukee Bucks franchise as he made the All-Star game in his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th seasons in the league. Following the 4th season, the Bucks knew they weren't going to be able to afford him, so they traded him to the Seattle Supersonics. Baker at first was everything the Sonics wanted. He made his 4th All-Star game in his first year with Seattle. It was all downhill from there. Baker began to put on weight and his play began to decline. He would never sniff another All-Star game, and he became vilified by NBA fans for his noticeable weight gain and clear lack of focus, despite being one of the highest paid players in the league. Baker's talent was so immense, he lasted more than a decade in the NBA, but he never again was the player everyone knew he could be. It was revealed, after his playing career was over, that he was a widely known alcoholic in NBA circles, and that led to his decline in play and weight gain. We feel we should note that Baker has reportedly been sober for years now and is a father to 4 children. He has said it was being a father that was the driving force in getting sober.